Hi, I'm Colonel Cullen Jones, 65th Commander of the New Orleans District, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. And today, we're here west of Baton Rouge at the recently reopened Port Allen Lock at the headwaters of the Gulf Intercoastal Waterway, which takes us from Baton Rouge all the way down to Morgan City. I'm excited to be joined by the Operations Manager for the Gulf Intercoastal Waterway, Mr. Vic Landry, and also one of our key structural engineers within the New Orleans District, Leslie Campbell, who will oversee the recent repairs. As a lot of you are tracking, on the 28th of March, we saw a significant failure in one of the anchorages deep inside the concrete on one of the gates, which caused us to shut down this portion of the Gulf Intercoastal Waterway alternate route. So Vic, as the operations manager for the Gulf Intercoastal Waterway, can you talk to us about the criticality of this shutdown, and then most importantly, how you were able to quickly communicate with both our industry partners and with our other federal partners as we mitigated this issue?
Yes, sir. We received notice on a Thursday night, and we had an impact, and we had shut down concerns at Port Allen Lock. Adam McFarland, the lockmaster, reached out to me. We had serious, grave concerns, so we decided to shut down all traffic until we could get an inspection. It was Easter weekend. A lot of people were out of town. However, we adapted, we overcame, we got the right people in place. This is a super critical juncture of navigation with Mississippi River and the Gulf Intercoastal Waterway, their busiest waterway in the nation, busiest waterway in the nation. And even though this is considered the GIWW alternate route, a lot of our customers call it the primary route because basically a lot of petrochemicals and petroleum products come through this lock and through the waterway up here, going to South Louisiana and basically Texas, the epicenter of the petrochemical and petroleum universe in the United States. It's always busy. It never shuts down. We're typically passing 20 to 25 million tons of cargo here. So when Port Allen shuts down, it's a big impact. Everything now has to go down to Algiers Lock, which is a 174-mile detour. It's impactful to navigation, to the customers, to the commodities that move on this waterway every day. So we were shut down for 29 days, and those 29 days were a major impact. We were able to turn this around, working with our customers. We have great partners, the Gulf Intercoastal Canal Association, the U.S. Coast Guard, all our trade industries that we work closely with, the state of Louisiana. Luckily, we were able to partner and make this a whole concerted effort and able to turn things around, talking to everybody every day, full transparency, and we're able to get this done. High success, 29 days. It was a challenge. We overcame. We have great partnerships between the New Orleans District. Vicksburg District came in with their heavy lift crane, the Big Juicy. We also utilized assets from ERDIC and other partnerships we have throughout the federal government and the Corps of Engineers. I can't say enough good things about everybody stepping up, engineering, operations, our hired labor, our shops guys, machinists, welders, crane operators, you name it, everybody, full hands-on, all hands on deck, big success story. Can't thank everybody enough and all our partners.
No, Vic, absolutely outstanding. And your continued coordination with organizations like GEICA and the Coast Guard enable us to quickly move that traffic down to Algiers during this period as we engineered this solution at the speed of relevancy. Speaking about engineering solutions, in 29 days, we were able to go through and conduct a repair of the steel embedded deep inside that concrete. So Leslie, this was not just a New Orleans effort. This was an enterprise level effort across the Corps of Engineers. You were leveraging expertise out of the Welding and Metallurgy Center from the Portland District. You also had elements from the Engineering Research and Development Center coming in here to helping support with instrumentation. Can you talk to our viewers about some of the efforts that you and the team did to went through to ascertain what the problem was, how we engineer a solution, and how we got it installed so that we were able to reopen on the 27th of April, reestablishing navigation along the Gulf Intercoastal alternate route?
Yeah, I mean, the anchorage is a very important part of how the miter gate operates. During inspections, it's always a point of question because it's embedded in the concrete and we can't inspect it. So it's been something that the Corps has kind of talked about probably for the past 15 or 20 years as we do gate replacements and things like that, is how do you know that your gate is intact? So when we had a problem, we had a lot of people kind of at the ready who had been studying this and we could reach out to at ERDIC, at the Inland Navigation Design Center, at the Welding and Metallurgy TCX. And so they all kind of had a working knowledge of what the problem might be, things that they had seen before. And so we had a couple kind of big group sessions of brainstorming. What are the concerns? What are our options? What can be installed in the field, in the conditions, in the time frame that we have? And we had people fly in from Portland. We had people on call in Illinois, and people came from Vicksburg, kind of dropped a lot of things to come and help us last week to get this all done in a week. So a lot of heavy lifting was done. But luckily, I think we were in a good position because this is kind of a known entity that this is an unknown, and so we're ready to react to it when it does happen.
No, outstanding, Leslie. You realize this team went through and removed a massive amount of concrete to expose the steel, identify where the fractures were, develop a plan to get new welds in place to ensure that the integrity of the system was able to continue to go through. You can see right now the gate's closed. Be able to move forward and get traffic moving along this waterway. And as you can see, it's been a full court effort, not only within the Mississippi Valley Division, but across the core enterprise, because this is a priority to keep our inland waterways open and viable now and into the future. So this is a big win for the enterprise. And so from the New Orleans District, this is Colonel Colin Jones, Ession's Building Strong.